community. Oh yeah, thank you. So now let's call this meeting of the Special Community Relations Forum here to order on Monday, April 11th. It is 6:02 and joined is my fellow Councilor John Marshall, and Councilor Rodriguez with us as well, and Councilor McGrattan. Before we get started, I'm just going to say, for anyone that would like to listen, that this is something that the Community Relations Committee would like to continue to do, is bring information to the public on the available resources that are available to them in town. I got to meet you, Scott, when I was doing the Ike Ledyard with the Ledyard Conservation Commission. And I would like to say that we have incredible paid staff in Ledyard and incredible volunteers in Ledyard, and you and your staff are awesome. And I appreciate all the work that you do, and I think everybody else does too. Thank you for taking your time tonight to fill us in on the things that the Parks and Rec does. So with that being said, I'm going to give the floor to you.
All right. I guess let me. Can I share my screen or?
Yep.
Yep. All right. Let's see if this works. All right. So we're the Parks and Rec department. Of course, it's going to cut off. So first, I just have our mission statement. The mission of Ledyard Parks and Rec is to enhance the quality of life by providing safe and well-maintained parks and athletic facilities, a wide range of recreational programs for all ages by fostering a sense of community participation, guaranteeing an opportunity for every resident to share in all programs and benefits the Parks and Recreation Department has to offer. Our programs benefit individuals by providing the opportunity for better health, fitness, self-esteem, and creative expression. The community through connected families, community pride through town-wide programs, the economy through enhanced land values, reduced health care costs, and reduced crime. And then our vision, so I'll just read the vision statements. We have to maintain the highest level of quality and safety in current programs and facility operations through proper super resources allocated each fiscal year, and to plan, develop, maintain, operate, and coordinate programs, facilities, and services that meet the current and future needs of the residents of Ledyard. So for those of you guys who don't know, we did, was it 2 years ago, move our office from the Board of Ed building into the Ledyard Senior Center. So we're now located at 12 Van Tassel Drive. We're here 7:30 to 4:45 Monday through Thursday. And now with the Senior Center, someone's here 8:30 to 2:30 on Fridays as well. And then of course our phone number and email. You can find all this information on our website as well, which is ledyardrec.org. So for staff, we have myself, I'm Scott, the director. We have Monica Verabelli, who's the assistant director. Francesca Celli is our office assistant. And then we have Russell Smith, who is our park caretaker. In addition to that, we have 3 contractors that maintain our fields and the parks. We have Paul Enrico, which is our field manager. So he does all the lining of the fields, turning infields over, spreading infield mix, a lot of the odds and ends for all the parks, beach sand, all that type of stuff. We have Mike Mooney, who's our turf manager. So he handles all of our seeding, fertilizing, weed control, basically anything on the athletics fields that has to do with growing or maintaining the grass. And then we have Effie Crandall, or Troy Crandall, does our grass cutting for us in the park. We have a bunch of different programs for adult and youth. So some of the adult programs we have basketball for we have an over 30 and an under 30 basketball. We have golf lessons, Connecticut safe boating class, which is provided through the DEP. We have watercolor painting, kickboxing, arnis, which is a Filipino martial art stick fighting class. Cardio fit, long sword, which is kind of like fencing, but without the pointy sword. It's more of an actual sword. We have Pilates, rowing, Tai Chi, yoga, cooking, personal protection and safety class, and then hike ledger as well that we've done. We've collaborated with the Conservation Commission on. Just some of the youth programs we have: horseback riding, dance, basketball, drawing classes, yoga, golf lessons, rowing, soccer, taekwondo. We did some children hikes last spring and fall. We have cooking classes and then wrestling as well. And we do all offer trips as well. They're called Daryl's Day Trips if you look in the events magazine. And he goes to all kinds of different locations. He just went to the St. Patty's Day Parade in Boston. A few of the other things they've done is the Norman Rockwell Museum. There'd be New York City on Your Own, where he also goes in the holidays where you can go to see like the Christmas tree and everything. He's gone to the Big E, Hampton Beach Seafood Festival. They've gone whale watching. They go up to Salem in October, the Boston Flower Show, and then Medieval Times as well. Just some of the locations he's gone in the past. Summer camp is right around the corner. We offer typically 3 camps through the town. We have our popcorn kernels, which is for ages 4 to 6. And this year that'll be over at Gallup Hill School. We have our kernels, which is ages 7 to 9, which will be at the middle school this year. And then the super kernels, which is ages 10 to 13, will be down at Colonel Ledger Park. All the camps run from 9 to 3, and they're Monday through Friday, starting June 27th, and they run to August 5th. And you can register by the week. The week of July 4th is just a 4-day week because of the holiday. All the rest of them are a 5-day week. And in addition to those, we do offer some specialty camps as well. So things like horseback riding, drawing, soccer camps, archery camp. We've done a Lego and a STEM camp before, cooking camp, volleyball, and then in Creditflix where they've done like you learn how to make animation with clay or other tactics they've used to make little videos and things. So I know Kristen's on, in case I mess this up, but we also, there's scholarships available through social services. So you'd need to have submit an application to Kristen at Town Hall, and you must have an up-to-date Ledger social services application on file. And all the scholarships are funded by grants and community donations, and I believe it's up to $1,000 per family. I mean, at the moment, it's only for summer camp. Is anything you want to add to that, Kristen?
Yes, that's correct. So we do have a $1,000 limit per calendar year.
Kristen, say it again. We couldn't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So yes, there is a $1,000 cap per calendar year.
We're losing you again.
Sorry, I'm not sure why you can't hear me.
There you go. That's better.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep. So that is correct. $1,000 cap per calendar year per household. I will advise anyone looking to apply for scholarship to do so. No. Okay. Sorry. My audio.
So I believe you were saying yes, that it was $1,000 for the summer. Did we lose everybody now? Says we're still there. Are you, do you still? Huh?
I just typed in the chat.
Oh, all right. Yep. All right. So $1,000 cap per household. All right. Yeah. So if you have any further questions, just contact Kristen directly at 860-464-3222. That was enough. There we go. All right, so we also have special events that we do throughout the year. We do our egg hunt, which is actually coming up this upcoming Saturday at 9 o'clock, and that'll be held on the town green. We actually started it with COVID, and we're going to continue it because it was very successful. Right out back here, we do a bunny trail. So we have a very short hiking trail that goes to senior housing, and we actually decorate it with eggs and the words to Peter went down the rabbit trail, and then give out like little bags of candy at the end for some of the younger kids that want to come stop by. And then during COVID, we actually had the Easter bunny on site. I don't think we're going to do that this year because it gets very hot. But we also do trunk or treat in October. We do letters to Santa in November and December. We've taken over, we haven't had, we've taken it over, but the light parade and the tree lighting from used to be the fair did it. And we also do the Color Me Run fall run they do where they throw paint at you. And then we're actually working on a new event for this year called Regatta Day. It'll be the same day as the regatta. I believe it's June 11th. That's the Saturday. That's a Saturday, I believe, is Regatta Day. And that'll be a kind of an all-day event. I think the Economic Development Commission's doing like food trucks and vendors and a bunch of things down at Sweet Hill Farms. And then we'll have viewing at Erickson later in the day. All right. We also collaborate regionally with a lot of the area rec departments. We even meet once a month, all the directors. But we do 3 events each summer to promote youth fitness in the area. We start off with our first one, which is the Proud to Do It. It's a youth duathlon, which is actually coming up May 1st. And then we have the Norwich Splash and Dash, which is an aquathon. It's a run, swim, run on June 11th. And then we end with our Proud to Try youth triathlon on September 10th, which is a run, well, swim, run, and bike. And there's a number of towns involved. There's Ledger, New London, Norwich, Waterford, Groton's helped out in the past. East Lyme provides like equipment and stuff for them. But we do that to promote youth fitness regionally. And actually, I have a video to show real quick. So this is the last triathlon we ever held before COVID. So it is a few years ago.
2019. A fall nipping year. Early morning for a triple crown. A lot of sweatsuits, a lot of sweatshirts out there. You got football weather for a triathlon? Yes, we. We're having a triathlon, you got football weather.
Well, we're swimming today, so we're excited about that.
In this weather,
In this weather, yeah.
90 minutes to the start of the Proud to Try. The early subtle fight of chill brought back memories of April. The opening race, the clouds dew, a rolling field, cutting through the chill, the skies red. The sun made its appearance with 60 minutes to go, and it came with the explosion of color and excitement.
What do you think it's the last? Oh, yeah, it's the last.
That lesson was good. Thinking technique. That was the winner of the fashion break right there. Much like it did at the splashing down. Come on, 111. Come on, 111. Go get him, 111. Good job, good job.
Was this the last race of the season, right? Okay, so for some, okay, so for those that this is, you guys did a great job this season. There's been nothing but improvement the whole time, all right? For those that this was the last race, you guys know what you gotta do. Keep it going, keep the momentum going. Do nothing but 100% from the beginning all the way to the end. Every single stage, okay? Swim, fight, run, maybe your business. Be that what? Be that what? Be that what? Be that what? On three. Be that beast. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's Abigail. The countdown builds to the climax of a season where future stars are born. In a year where the fields got bigger, the competition got tighter, and the fun became greater. To the night, to the dawn, behind you another brother is born. Don't look back, you've been there. See the mist is your breath, it's the air. And it's underneath the moonlight that it starts to your heart beats in the moonlight. Like a drum, who's winning there? Through the night, through the dawn, behind you another brother is born. Don't look back, you've been there. You will miss this life. It's underneath the moonlight that it starts to your heart beats in the moonlight. Like a drum, and you will run on time. Shooting star across the sky, and you will soar across the night. That's all right. So go, so go there. Hear the beat, see the stars around. Watch the space, keep you cool. Though you can't see what's on the way. And it's all in the moonlight. That's close to your heart. It's in the moonlight. Like a drum. And you will run on time. A shooting star across the sky. And you will soar across the line. That's all the flame. Shooting star
Yeah, so it doesn't look like it, but there's a lot of kids that we get. There's usually like 500 racers. Oh,
You want to-
all right. Well, yep. Yeah. And he touched a little on like the first two, so I chose that one because he, I think, showed a few clips from the duathlon, which is the bike, the run, bike, run, and then splash and dash as well. I did not make that video. That's a professional ESPN videographer. So the triathlon is at Camp Harkness and Harkness. All right. So all right. So also we have what's called town-sponsored youth leagues under us. They're their own organizations. They have their own boards, bylaws, but we provide support to them to make sure that there's affordable youth sports in town. So we have Ledyard Little League, the Ledyard Soccer Club, Ledyard Youth Basketball, and then what's called Ledyard Youth League, which has football and cheerleading as part of it. So all their registrations are handled separately through their own websites, but they have to, we do all their scheduling of fields, maintenance, lining, all the prep work to get ready for their seasons, and they use our facilities at no cost. Some of the leagues do have some situations where they pay electric bills or water bills and stuff like that to help out. But we do, try to help out as much as possible to keep their costs down so that the fees are affordable for the parents. Keep it as a rec sport, and that way it doesn't get to become a AAU team. It's very expensive. Yeah, so softball is actually it's part of Little League now. So Babe Ruth softball, it's all Little League now, and they're the same organization. So we have a number of parks and fields in town. We have Algin Heights, Christie Hill, Clarkson Purdy, Colonel Ledyard Park, what's called the Donahue property, which is right behind the community center, Erickson Park, Highlands Lake, Judge Crandall. We do maintain some of the fields. That's a gray area at the middle school. There's Model Park, Pfizer Park, the Town Green, and then the Sawmill. And we do have a number of playgrounds. I think we have, 9 of them? So there's one at Christie Hill, Highlands Lake, Model Park, Colonel Ledyard Park, the Town Green, Algin Heights, and Pfizer and Donahue all have playscapes. And then most of them have swing sets as well at the same location as the playscapes. And then we do have a few pavilions that are available for rent as well. There's the Demuria Pavilion, which is down at Colonel Ledyard Park. Also has a small barbecue pit there as well. There's the Jane Perry Pavilion, which is at Highlands Lake. Then we have the pole barn now, which has been popular at the Town Green. And we're actually getting an additional pavilion installed this spring down at the Town Green as well. But we don't have a name or anything for that yet. We have Sawmill Park. We do rent out for weddings and things like that. There is no pavilion there, but it is a very popular spot for people to get married. And then Erickson Park, we also rent out as well. There's these canopy temporary pavilions that we have there as well that you can rent. And you can stop in the office. We have the permit form. You just fill it out, submit it with the fee, and then we give you a signed approved copy back as proof that you have the pavilion rented. In addition, we also have the Gales Ferry Community Center. which is available for rent. We use it for programs as well. But it's $100 deposit, which you get back as long as nothing's broken. And then it's $100 for the first 4 hours and $35 for any additional hours you need after the first 4. It's great for birthday parties, baby showers, meetings, things like that. It's real popular with the birthday parties because the playground, basketball, tennis court in the back allows the kids to go outside. And does anybody have any questions?
Do you get requests for baby showers and parties?
At the community center, quite often. I mean, we get, I feel like, more in the winter months because I mean we still get them in the summer too. But a lot of people will go to the pavilions in the spring, summer, and fall. But it is pretty much every weekend. We'll have something. I mean, it's been a little slower with COVID, but it's picking back up now where it's going to be, every weekend there'll be an event there, and then we have programs usually during the week and meetings.
Nice guys. The cardboard regatta, your thing?
The what regatta?
Cardboard regatta, Highland Lake.
Cardboard.
Yeah. Kids build boats out of cardboard
Yeah.
and paddle out the island and come back. Yeah, I went there one time 2 years ago. It was a great time. You know who does that, Bill?
I have a question. So like the events, like the trunk or treat and the ag con and the trail. So do people have to register for those? Is that just open?
Usually they're just open. Like for trunk or treat, we take registrations for trunks. Like if you want to be a trunk, but otherwise it's open to the public.
All right. So anybody from the town or the community can come.
Yep. Yeah, and just show up at the day that it's advertised. It only like unless it's like one of the runs or like an actual program, you don't have to register. Usually those open to the public events. You just show up.
Anybody else with any questions?
Oh, this? Yes. So that goes through the senior center. But you can't just use the kitchen because it's a commercial kitchen. You need to have someone that's safe serve certified. So if they have someone that's safe serve certified, they can use the kitchen as long as that person's here. Otherwise, if they wanted to use the kitchen, they could essentially rent the cookout to be here while they're in there because he has a certification. Never had that happen though, so I don't know what the pricing would be. I'd have to crunch some numbers and do the math. Yeah, because you need to pay for however many hours for Jimmy to be there.
Anything else? All right. Scott, we appreciate your time putting this presentation together for the people of Ledyard and getting to know their town. A lot of programs. I hope that we can get a link to maybe put on the website so that people that didn't get a chance to hear and see this would be able to, because there's a lot of things here that the Ledyard Parks and Rec has to offer, more than even I thought. So there's a lot of things that are being done, and I know I think I speak for everybody that we really appreciate everything you do for the town. You and the staff is awesome, and there's a lot of things that the people in town can take advantage of here, and I hope that people do. So thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
No, thanks for having me.
With that said, we will go ahead and close this informational session, and thank you for everybody that came out. With that, I'll call for adjournment.